In May, Russia launched a summer offensive with a clear focus on the Pokrovsky, Kostiantynivka, and Sumy fronts. Other main offensive directions include Kupiansk and the northern side of Lyman. Preparations for an offensive are also visible in the direction of the city of Zaporizhia. Having captured the city of Sudzha by the end of May, Russia launched an offensive south of the city of Sudzha towards Sumy. By the end of June, Ukraine had managed to halt the Russian advance with several counterattacks and had recaptured, among other places, the village of Andriivka. Russia is receiving more North Korean troops and, according to some reports, their task is to build several drone-protected supply routes. Russia's advance is being hampered by Ukraine's active drone activity in the rear of the Russian forces. North of Kupiansk, Russia has advanced a few kilometers in 3 different attack directions during June. Ukraine advanced to Kupiansk in the 2022 counteroffensive. Since then, Russia has been unable to capture it through frontal attacks. It appears that Russia is attempting to encircle the city. North of Lyman during June, Russia has continued the offensive it began in May westward towards the Oskil River. In mid-June, Ukraine counterattacked and retook the village of Karpivka and continued the counterattack towards the village of Rydkudup. In connection with the summer offensive that began in May, Russia continued its attack on a wide front with the goal of capturing Kostiantynivka. During May, Russia had advanced a maximum of 10 kilometers on a 20-kilometer wide front. During June, the attack has advanced a maximum of 2 kilometers, and the area captured has been considerably less than in May. Towards the end of June, Russian forces continued the encirclement operation on both sides of the Kleban-Bike Reservoir and were able to close the western side of the reservoir by the end of June. East of Kostiantynivka, in the Chasiv Yar area, Russian troop advances have been limited since the turn of the year. Heavy fighting is taking place in the area. Last year, Russia advanced rapidly south of Pokrovsky, but since then, the offensive has stopped. During May and June, Russia has advanced only a few kilometers. Instead, east of the city, Russia has launched a powerful offensive northward and has achieved considerable success, advancing during May and June about 15 kilometers on a front, about 10 kilometers wide. It appears that Russia is not making a direct frontal attack on Pokrovsk, but is seeking to encircle it. Similar blockade operations have been successful in Vuhledar and Velika Novosilka, among others. During the past year and the current year, Russia has made massive advances in the southern Donbass region, mainly in the Pokrovsky and Velika Novosilka areas. In this area, Russia has advanced a maximum of about 60 kilometers since the spring of last year. The battle was preceded by the capture of the strong fortified towns of Bakhmut, Toretsk, Avdiivka, Krasnohorivka, Marinka, Vuhledar, and Velika Novosilka after the autumn of 2023. Russia is still continuing its offensive in a strong westward direction. The preparation of the Russian offensive on the Zaporizhia front may refer to a support attack, the aim of which is to strike at Ukrainian supply lines in order to facilitate the offensive in the direction of southern Donetsk. The following is a summary of the different front directions. In the direction of Sumy, Russia has advanced a maximum of 40 kilometers on a 20-kilometer wide front since the turn of the year, by the end of June. In the direction of Kupiansk, Russia has advanced a maximum of 8 kilometers on a front approximately 20 kilometers wide since the turn of the year, by the end of June. North of the Lyman, Russia has advanced on a front about 20 kilometers wide since the turn of the year, with a maximum advance of about 15 kilometers by the end of June. In the direction of Kostiantynivka, Russia has advanced a maximum of about 20 kilometers on a front about 20 kilometers wide since the turn of the year. In the direction of southern Donetsk, Russia has advanced by a maximum of about 25 kilometers on a front approximately 60 kilometers wide since the turn of the year. Some estimates suggest that Russia's summer offensive reached its culmination in late June. Due to Russia's resource shortage and Ukraine's countermeasures, the Russian offensive appears to have stalled. July will show whether this estimate is correct. Or maybe the pause in the battle is just a matter of replacing troops and resupplying them after the active operations of the last 2 months, and then continuing the attack with reinforced and resupplied troops.